Well, I'm knackered after that one. Just a horrific 8 minutes of madness to throw away a 2-0 lead like that. It's not good enough. 17 shots. I'm just saying the same thing every episode. I might as well just say, hey guys, welcome to Operation Arsenal again. Watch the last episode and the one before that if you want to know my thoughts on today's game. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time, because it is the same thing. It really is. We scored 2 goals today, both almost saved by ex-Arsenal goalkeeper Martinez, but still good goals, very good goals. 2-0 up, cruising, dominating the game, as usual. It's literally the same graph as well. Literally just change the colours at the bottom, just paste that every game. It's the same story. We cannot keep doing this. The league is probably over now, and that's the first time that I've actually said that. People might think that I felt that way for a while. I genuinely haven't. I've been backing it. I've been backing the team. I've been backing Arteta, saying it's not over yet. Liverpool will slip up. They still might slip up a couple of times. But the thing is, right, when they slip up, you have to be there. We're not going to be there because we keep slipping up. Anything we gain, we just throw it away again. It's just infuriating. And as I said at the very start of this episode, I'm tired. I'm actually tired after watching an Arsenal game. It's just stressful. It is so stressful. Quick word on Aston Villa, because I thought actually for large portions of the game, they weren't very good. They genuinely weren't that great. I think that a lot of recent games against Aston Villa, I felt this way, but they just have this kind of this weird ability to just hurt us so easily, so quickly as well. It's like they know exactly what to do at the right moment every single time they play against us. It's almost as if Emery has the magic answer. I don't know. It's a weird phenomenon. It seems to happen against Aston Villa all the time. And of course, last season, we pretty much lost the title because of this fixture. And again, it was Watkins who scored in that one. But I do want to still give them credit. The 2 goals they scored were brilliant goals. Fantastic goals. Poor defending, yeah, you can say that, but also just really good play from Aston Villa. And of course, they've got a fantastic squad. They've got some great players in there. Great to see Mings back. I don't know how long he's been fit for. I think that's the first time I've seen him in a little while. I don't watch Villa games, funnily enough, but yeah, he's come back from one of the most horrendous injuries I've ever seen. And they did this without Onana as well, who went off in the first half injured. He's such an important player for them. We kept Morgan Rogers quiet, Ramsey as well, but Tielemans and Watkins, 8 minutes, just 8 minutes. And that was it, 2-2. And they could have actually made it 3-2 after that. But what did we think of this lineup? Of course, missing Saliba today. So Timber moved into that centre-back role and Partey slotted in at right-back. I cannot tell you how excited I am for Ben White to be back. In this situation today, would Ben White have played centre-back, Timber right-back, or would it have been the other way? Either way, I actually thought Timber was doing really well today. I know some people are going to disagree, maybe because in the second half he wasn't as good, but honestly, he was pretty faultless in the first half. He's such a good player. I love Timber. I really do. And I don't think Partey necessarily had a bad game, but I just see what we lose when Partey's at right back, what we would have in midfield if he didn't have to play there. Lewis Skelly was somewhat solid. Again, not really a special performance from him, but it wasn't bad either. I think defensively, you know, excuse me, the 2 goals we conceded were poor, yeah, but the rest of the game, we looked pretty much in control defensively. And actually, Trossard, I've got to give him his props because Trossard is the most direct winger we've got on this left side. 2 assists. He's been brilliant this week. He has had a fantastic week and he doesn't deserve to not be, you know, on the winning side today. And Havertz got his goal. Probably should have had a second goal. Was it a handball? I need to see the replay again. It looks from different angles. I would say from certain angles, it looks like it doesn't touch his hand. If anyone hasn't seen it, a shot comes in from Marino. It's deflected off Havertz, who's kind of like jumping to his side. And it looks like it's just hit his stomach and gone in. But apparently from some angles, you can see it hits his hand. So, I mean, it is what it is. I didn't think Marino was that great today, but apparently he's done better than I thought. I swear sometimes you just need to look past stats and just use your eyes. I don't think Marino was particularly great today. Rice was brilliant again, and Erdegaard quiet again, just not good enough. Sterling stunk the place out when he came on. It's just a bit miserable, isn't it? It really is. It's a bit miserable, and with this result, as I said earlier, I think it's done. If Liverpool win their next game, it's 9 points with 16 games to go. It's done. I think that would probably be enough for Liverpool. And we've actually got to be worried about Nottingham Forest properly. I know their goal difference is worse than ours, but if they win their next game against the worst team the Premier League has seen since Derby, so they will win that, they're going to be right on the same points as us. We'll be ahead on goal difference, and that's pretty horrific, isn't it? Liverpool have Ipswich up next, and we have Wolves away from home. Yeah, it's not good enough. It isn't, and I'm hearing and seeing Arteta out, and I don't know about that. I think that's ridiculous. Is this down to Arteta today? I don't think so. I think a lot of the poor results have actually been more individual performances from players. You look at, obviously, Havertz has had a few games now where he's missing these huge chances, and we've obviously got a lot of injuries, and I just don't see how you can pin the blame on just Arteta at this point. Of course, he can be doing things better, but I still, and maybe people are going to think that it's a ridiculous way to say how I'm feeling, but I think he's still untouchable. In any way, shape or form, I don't see Arteta needing to leave. Excuse me. I just think you have to look at the performances. Another day we win this comfortably. It's just really poor defending on the 2 goals. But I mean, he set us up like this today. Is he not rotating enough? Is that why we've got some of the injuries? Is he too stubborn with this system we're using? Maybe we could have done something different today. I don't know. I don't see it like that way. I just don't. I personally think, there's a moment where Lewis Skelly whips in the ball. We're 2-0 up. He whips in the ball and no one's there. You're telling me that Arteta's asking players not to be in a position to score in situations like that? Of course he's asking them to be there. The players just aren't there. If you get a killer number 9, he will be there for those moments, and that's 3-0. And if we had another top-class defender, we wouldn't have a problem like today where we're playing an 18-year-old at left-back, and yes, okay, he's a very good 18-year-old, but he's got no experience, and he's only there because we've had injuries. Let's be fair. We're playing Partey at right-back. We're playing Timber at centre-back. If those injuries weren't a thing, we'd have a much stronger defence today, and maybe we don't concede those goals. If the board had backed him 2-3 years ago when we wanted Isak, he wouldn't have gone to Newcastle. We might have got Isak, and who knows, we might have had enough to win the league. There are so many if, buts, and maybes, and I just don't think Arteta is to blame. He has made mistakes. He may well have won us the title if something else had happened or something else happened. It's impossible to know. But if you are seriously Arteta out after a couple of bad games like this, when we're still 3rd in the Champions League, we're still 2nd in the Premier League, yeah, we're probably going to get back to back to back 2nd place. Do you know how much better that is than the mess we were in before he joined? People are very, very quick to forget. You know what a miserable result was for Arsenal just 4 or 5 seasons ago? It was going to the Etihad and losing 5-0. It was having a defence of Chambers, Socrates, Kolasinac, Socrates, Mustafi, David Luiz, these kind of players, yeah? Those were the bad days where finishing 8th or lower, those were the days where we were just thinking, oh my God, this is awful. Compared to now, these are the bad days where we're drawing at home to Aston Villa, scoring 2 goals, and yes, conceding 2 silly goals, whatever. But the bads now are so much better than the bads then. And we've come on leaps and bounds. Arteta is still, for me, the man to drive Arsenal forward. And I'm going to end it like this, okay? I think I might have said it recently, but if Arteta was available on the market, all of the top clubs around the world would be jumping on him. Not every single one, because they're happy with some of their managers they've got, but I'm not kidding. It is 100% a thing. Other top clubs around Europe would absolutely swarm to get Arteta. Who does this in their first job, to take a giant like Arsenal and flip them? He's changed not just the team, but the club. Back him. Please, Arsenal fans. I know it's not perfect right now. We are always so close, yet so far. But I really, truly believe it. In terms of the age profile of our squad, a lot of these incredible players we've got aren't even at their peak yet. We've got so many 23, 24, 25-year-olds. It's still a project that's going to go boom. I truly believe that. We need one big summer. Striker, winger, central midfielder, defender. Bring in 4 top-level players, shift out a couple of the not-so-great players, and we will win a top title. Thank you for watching Operation Arsenal. As you can tell, I'm still coughing a bit, but I'm a bit better now. We're on the road to recovery, hopefully. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time, guys. Hopefully we'll win the next one.